The Prime Minister's trip to the United States of America is upon us. In a few hours from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be entering the Trump 2.0 White House, and some very key takeaways are expected as both leaders, Mr. Trump, remember, in his second and final term due to an American bar on the third term, would want to leave a definitive legacy behind him, and that is why meeting the key crucial ally, one that has been raised to the level of a strategic partner, India, right in the very beginning. Also, importantly enough, the two leaders, because they share a personal bond and chemistry, would want certain very tangible takeaways taken from this meeting, and therefore almost the entire gamut of relationship between the two countries, from the high-end tech transfer to immigration to social security to American concerns on tariffs, are on the table. Of course, India would want its concerns on terrorism. India would want its concern on immigration and high-end tech transfers to be given top priority by the new American administration, in which it has sensed that the last administration, the Biden administration, was somewhat lagging towards particularly the end of its term. America, of course, under President Trump, is looking for a fairer deal, extending the campaign promises of President Trump from the world. Of course, when it comes to India, India has moved very nimble-footedly and tried to accommodate the American concerns wherever it is possible for them. Americans, of course, would want a fairer deal, and that fairer deal would India would wish to accommodate as long as Indian interests are safeguarded, ring-fenced from any kind of pushback from the American counterparts. Globally also, geopolitically also, the grouping like Quad, as the Indians have been describing it as a global force for global good, is very important for both the countries, for Americans to see it as a bulwark against the Chinese aggression, and for India to ensure that its interests are paramount in that region, and its sovereignty's interests and its interests in the high seas are completely guarded against any kind of aggressive behavior from a rising superpower. So therefore, there are multiple. The good thing is that most neutral observers believe that there are multiple meeting points and very less dissenting points, very less points of friction between the two countries and the two of the world's most influential democracies, in a relationship that have been described by many as the most consequential relationship of this era. Going ahead on the global geopolitical front, the world has been facing the headwinds of two wars, one that has just been stopped, many would say embers still burning, but on the Ukrainian front, of which India has also been a sufferer, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said on multiple occasions that this is not the era of war, a sentiment that has been echoed by many in the global capitals and the global leaders. So therefore, in that sense, as I said, multiple meeting points expected to emerge from that meeting between the two leaders of the biggest and the most influential democracies going forward through the day.